Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense will have the football first here. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete, almost a first down interception here in the opening drive. So second down after the incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Finds a receiver wide open. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Defense showing blitz here. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. 7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Now just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Penn State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Try and muscle for the first down. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Well, the RPO gives you more options on your play. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here, they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handing off on the draw play. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And throwing again on second and 10. Lets it go as he's being hit. But this one is broken up. Falls incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Nittany Lions will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oregon. Just away from the defense. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 45. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Hold. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
It has been a tough... playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And this time it's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Nothing fancy there. Just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game. Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead. It's the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Handoff to the single back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs. And I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return. What the pick. At the 39.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Quick throw, the catch is made. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff to the right side. breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Snags the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the Nittany Lions move into the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. This is the 6th play on the drive. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
1st down and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback in putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Encroachment. Defense. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the 1st down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You see the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field.
Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Getting set. Here's second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground?
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And there's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the single back takes the handoff. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to lead the chains. First down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, if the defense can't get pressure on a quarterback, it's going to be a long afternoon. That time, the quarterback had all day back there to eventually find the open receiver for a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. period. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll give it to the back. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. And this playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure. Got rid of the football. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And here's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Offense operating from the pistol. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Or throw away there. Gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies, provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He hands it off from the gun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll try the right here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Burns.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Neutral zone. Defense.
Mental mistake by the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 10. That's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. He's going to hand this off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now play number 9 on this drive. Give it to the back again. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Play action, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make.